All right. So I think I got it licked this time. If it's laggy, we just gonna go with it because I just can't. And I don't know why it likes to do this to me all the time. Where you try to do this thing right and it just never works for you. But anyway, let's go on with the show. So something happened last week. A lot of you were showing me this video. It was sent to me by quite a few of you. And so we're going to break this thing piece by piece because we're going to jump right in on this thing. I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but we're going to go on with it because I definitely want to get this thing going. I don't want to keep starting over because I don't know. It was working fine anyway. But anyway, let me show you guys what happened.
Could he possibly like me more than his girlfriend? And could I possibly be dumb to think that it's more than
what gender are you asking this question to? He might absolutely like you more than his girlfriend. That do not mean he want to be with you. That don't mean he's ever intending to wife your. Because your girl can get on your goddamn nerves, but I still know this who I want to be with. She's just getting on my nerves right now, and I don't like her. I love her though, but I happen to like you. You know what I'm saying? Because in the midst of my difficulty with my partner, you was willing to squeeze yourself in. You didn't even try to take up space. You know what I'm saying? You was willing to fit into my life exactly the way I needed you to fit in. You feel me? I can like you. Yeah, I like you. You mean I get to still go home to my girl? Yes, I like you a lot. I'ma talk to you a lot. You mean you gonna get up? You actually okay with me having to get off the phone when my girl walk in? Yeah, I like you, baby. I like you. I like you a lot. A whole lot. Yeah, that nigga might like you more than his girlfriend. Yes.
All right. So you saw what he had to say there. And I want to talk about something real fast. I don't know why you're up. Well, the thing is with that, a lot of times, you know, you see side chicks or whatever, and they're saying, oh, God, you know, I'm a side chick. I'm a side chick. Does that mean he's going to love me like his real woman or whatever? I saw this and I was like, he missed the point. And I'm going to say this, please, 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 please. He's right, Alvin, but I'm going to share something different. Side chicks, they usually, and side dudes, but this is a male platform, they facilitate a need that either the person at home, the man, he feels like he's not getting. The misconception is that most men come out here and they got side chicks for sex. And that's not true in every case. Now, it is true that that sex will most likely happen. I mean, this is us, you know, we're talking tonight and there's no gloves on. As you can see, I have no gloves on. But a lot of times it's not about sex when it starts. It's about something else. And the problem is a lot of people, they misconceive or they don't understand, if I can use it in a layman's terms, they don't understand that dynamic. There have been plenty of men out here who had side chicks and never touched them. Companionship, conversation, a lot of reasons why a man would have a side chick. But here's the thing that I'm about to blow y'all out the water with. You ready? Ooh, I'm about to make some of you ladies mad. And I don't want to, but we got to do it. There is no such thing as a side chick unless you're married. Ooh, I see how I messed that up. Let me go. I'm sorry. But I got to say it one more time before you hear me. There is no such thing as a side chick unless you are married. And you say, well, why would you say that, D? Well, think about it. Be honest. In your last few relationships, was there actually a conversation that said, okay, we're going to be one-on-one? Or did you just say some junk like, oh, we're just going to make it official? We're just official. We're in a relationship. Well, what kind of a relationship? See, the thing about marriage is defined. Why? Because you take vows. You actually say it in front of people, in front of a minister, in front of God. You actually say these things. When was the last time you took vows for a relationship? You hardly ever. You're not. If you are in a relationship, and this goes for ladies too, if you are in these situationships, Because every situationship is that unless you're married. If you're in a situationship, you're not in a relationship. You just chose to be monogamous with this person. You chose this option to be monogamous with. Until you're married, everybody you're seeing is an option. You are dating. That's why they're saying we're dating. You're dating. You're not in anything that's lock solid. So what are you saying, D? We get in the bad habit of getting into these marriage-like situations without marriage. Why do you do it? And then you say, oh, he's a side chick. He's not going to love you, but he ain't yours either. Until you have a ring on your finger and you are carrying this man's last name, you are just an option. And he's chosen you as that option to just be with for this time. And he's under no obligation to honor something he hasn't entered into. You saying we're official, okay, we're official, people can see us out together. But we're not official until we actually are saying we are doing this. This is what I expect. This is what I want. Right, you only take. So I want the fellas to remember this. You're not in a relationship. You are just choosing this option to be monogamous with. And when you talk about monogamy, what are we talking about here? Are we just talking about sex? We talking about phone conversations, inboxes? What is it? See, we don't define where is this red line. What is the stuff that you do not want me to do? Well, you know, D. No, I don't know because we are not married. I have taken no vows to you. Now, I'm not saying you should go out here and do these things. I'm not saying you should be dishonest. But I'm just giving you a different perspective because we always end up in these situations. So this man said what he said. It don't mean he gonna love you. He don't mean, which bring me to this. I actually left this post and I left it in a few groups and it's amazing what people said. I gave these women two options. I said, ladies, if your man was quote unquote cheating on you, which one would you prefer? They said, I gave them choice. I said, A, he buys her something expensive. I think I said a diamond necklace or something like that. And then I said, B, have sex. Men value two things mostly over everything else. Well, it's actually three, but the top two are time, our resources, our space is one of them. It's probably third or probably 2B. But value our time, our resources, and those two can interchange. If the least thing we value is our peen, we don't value that. Thank you, Larry Reed. We don't value that as much. We value your vajayjay, but we don't value our peen like that. We don't. Not until we get old and you know, it may not function the way it should when we start getting in our 60s and 70s. No, don't misconstrue what I'm saying. See, go back to what I said. I said it's not always about sex with us. You think it is, but it's not. Fellas, help me out. Please tell them it's not about sex. Initially, it's not about sex. It's going to end up in sex. You with this person, you hang with this person. Yeah, it's a very good chance it's going to end. But y'all think, you think we just go out and say, oh, I want to have sex with these people. It's not like that every time. It's not. I'm just keeping it 100. But I was amazed by how many women said B. No. You would be more mad that he had sex than he spent the two most valuable things men we love with that. We love with our time and our resources. Considerable resources, not a Burger King. And you would be upset with the thing we value the least, but the thing we value the most, you're okay with. You're like, oh, well, you just don't talk to her. You can't text her. You can't say nothing. We just gave her the most valuable thing to us. So I never really understood that. I never really understood that dynamic. And maybe y'all can help me out. I'm not saying it's right. Please, please, please. I'm not saying it's right. Just makes my head spin like, if I pay $5,000 for her a necklace, you'll be mad, but not as mad as if I slept with her. I just don't understand. I just don't. But I saw something today, and you probably saw it when we got here. Let me say this real quick. This came up on my timeline, and I think the bass player left it. He said, we need more men to speak life into male brokenness. I agree with you, Natalie. She says, emotional cheating is worse, but it will lead to physical. But again, there is no cheating unless we actually establish these boundaries. You can't just assume. That's just my opinion. But anyway, we need more men to speak life into male brokenness instead of giving women relationship advice. This is so funny to me, and I'm going to tell you why. This is hilarious to me because it wasn't until men started talking that this conversation came up. I can almost guarantee a woman left this post or simp. For 40 years, we've heard women go at us. You've said these songs, it's on TV, it's on movies. We can't escape it, especially black men. We cannot escape it. It's everywhere. But the second the man said, we started talking about what we want in relationships now, certain people, not all of you, but certain people want us to be silent. Why? Why is that? Let me say this, and let me be clear. Some people may look at the title of my podcast or my show and think I'm all about bashing women. And, oh, he's going to bash black women. He's going to bash black women. Let me explain this to you. Under no circumstances am I trying to bash anybody. But we've come to a time in society where if men even say anything, I just got banned for a group for a lady posting the most disgusting thing. And then when I just asked the question, I got banned from the group. We live in a time where they don't want men to say anything. We just got to accept everything that you throw out at us. And so you're saying, oh, you're bashing on your podcast. Really? So you just missed the nuggets that I give. You missed the end part where I actually do share what I'm thinking. And you circumvented all of that. And then you just come to the conclusion, I'm here to bash. That's not my goal. My goal is to educate, because far too long, men have not been saying anything, and you've been allowed to give us the garbage can steak potatoes that Cliff Huxtable was talking about on the Cosby Show. And so when men said no, because you want men to level up, and I agree with you, we should. But when we level up, when we go to this heightened utopia, what's there waiting for us as far as women? We don't care about your degrees. We don't care about your jobs. So what's there waiting for us when we get there? And what does that say about you that you don't care what we want when we get there? So you want us to level up, and then now we're on this level, and we're looking around, we're saying, what's up, bro? Where are all the good ladies that was wanting us to level up? Oh, they're all wearing pink hair with long eyelashes and falcon talons. And they're all jumping to get BBLs now. Something that we don't want. And when we bring it up to you, now you want to have a kumbaya moment where everybody's just hugging. No, you're going to hear what we want, and then we can have your kumbaya. This is not a woman bashing platform. This is an education platform, and I don't care about your relationship. But you can't have a relationship without knowing what the people you want. It makes no sense to me. Do you think men should speak on what men should be doing as much as they speak on women? I do. But we've heard all of this. Trust me, if a male the ones that do it, they're pandering to you. So you got to draw this parallel between these panda bears and men that are telling you. See, my thing is, I've heard all of it. I mean, literally, I remember when I was a teenager, I used to hear it all day in music, on TV, do movies. Where's the male equivalency of Color Purple? Where's that? Where's the male equivalency of all these? Waiting to exhale, breathe, Beetlejuice. Where's the male equivalencies of all these movies, of all these sitcoms and everything where men are trashed, and when now that men are talking, we can't say anything. I remember hearing on one of these shows where they would say calling a man broke, good for nothing and everything. But name the sitcom or TV show where a man was able to say anything remotely close to that and not get lit up. I'm just waiting on that. They are able to talk about us physically and everything else, but we got to accept Lizzo and call her beautiful. But they used to make sitcoms talking about Frederick Rerun Stubbs, and there was so many shows talking about his weight. Nobody had nothing to say about that. But the one time they talked about Shirley Hempfield and her size, it turned into a sad moment. You can't make this shift up. So no, I'm not trying to bash anybody, but you're going to be educated here. And I try to be fair. Even though I'm male, I try to be fair. I do. I go at men too. But it's unfortunate that people see me going live or doing a podcast and they automatically think that I'm trying to bash you. No, I absolutely love you. I want you to level up just like you want us to level up. Is that too much to ask? They want Derek Jackson talk. Whole time they're lying to get you to support them and buy their merch. Makes sense. Because they fall in love with the dudes who lie to them and mistreat them. Yeah, mistreated them. They love it. It's referred to as toxic. Yeah, I agree. But then when they get older, now they want the good guy or they want to swing back around, which brings me to this. Vivica Fox. Vivica. Yes. I don't know what she has, but she's believing that she could go out here and just get anybody. You know, she's saying, oh, I can get 50 Cent. I'm watching this on Facebook, and I don't like it. I don't like that it's jittering. I do not like this. Yeah, I don't like this. This is making me mad. It's messing up my whole vibe. I'm going to restart this computer, y'all. We'll be back.